This next segment will be a lot of fun. We have a very special guest and a very special returning guest. Billy Colestock is here, our neighborhood expert in Del Cerro. How you doing, Billy?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for having us.
Hey, it's great to have you here. And you brought a special guest with you today, Elizabeth Gillingham. Listy.
Yes.
You are the principal at Patrick Henry High School. How are you?
I am. Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Thanks for being here. Now, you took over there, 4 years ago now?
4 years ago.
Big turnaround, huh?
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Now, Billy, we're going to talk later in the segment about how picking a school is really important when buying real estate.
Absolutely.
In fact, it's a huge component of why people pick certain neighborhoods and want to live in certain areas. You wanted to bring Listy in today to talk about all the cool stuff that's happening at Patrick Henry High School, which is also where you have a daughter
Absolutely.
going to school.
Yeah, great things happening at the school, and so it's really exciting to have the principal here to talk to us about what's going on in Del Cerro.
Yeah. So now, I used to live across the street from Patrick Henry, so I used to go down there and kick footballs in the football field and stuff, and I used to see and hear the band and all that. And there's always been a lot going on there. Now it seems like, we visited you there to prep for this show, and you've got this major construction. What are you building there?
We are getting to the 21st century. It's about time as we get close to being a 50-year-old school.
Wow.
We're building a performing arts center, thanks to the taxpayers, through Prop S and Prop Z. It's going to be a 500-seat, beautiful theater, and it's going to be just state-of-the-art, wonderful facility for our kids to use. And it'll bring us from having a cafetorium to a real theater, which I'm very excited about. And that's just phase one. In this piece as well, we're going through and getting air conditioning, which a lot of the schools are doing, and we're thrilled to be part of that as well. And then we have phase two, where we get rid of all of our bungalows, and we have this another beautiful two-story building. So, and then phase three, we have a new football field. So
Really?
it's going to be, the whole entrance is going to change, and it's going to have a nice, snack bar and snazzy everything. So we're very excited.
That's very cool. Air conditioning's huge. We've been
Yes.
experiencing that lately. I live in Del Mar. There's no
Yeah.
AC, and I don't know if anyone has AC in Del Mar. I certainly don't. So it's been tough. And I imagine out there in Del Cerro, it's been warm as well during that period of time. So school just started. Fortunately, it hasn't been going on the entire heat wave. But it's great to hear that you're getting AC. This auditorium that you're building, it sounds like it's going to be a legit performing arts, you're going to be able to have actual theater take place there.
We're going to have an orchestra pit, and we're going to have an orchestra shell, and we have a Steinway piano that was donated, and so 9-foot concert style, so it's going to be beautiful.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't know this too about Patrick Henry, and maybe it's because of the last time they heard or looked into it was years ago, long before you took over. But you've been recognized as a top 500 school nationwide, right?
Yes, we have. Number 169, and that's based on our graduation rates and the number of kids who are passing AP exams. We had a 95% pass rate for our AP Calculus BC class, which is amazing.
Calculus.
95%, 45
I
kids.
took that class.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know if I would have
And many of them, we had 89% in AP English Lang, so we had some really high test scores, and that's a credit to the teachers and a credit to our students who work really hard.
Yeah, well, it's incredible because when you think about Patrick Henry, it's an enormous school. Now, I went to high school in the state of Missouri, and I went to the biggest high school in the entire state, which had about 3,000 kids. You've got 2,500
I know.
at Patrick Henry.
But it works. It's a great community, and the kids are wonderful, and every day you can be out there, and it makes it feel like a small school because you're welcoming kids, and they're welcoming you, and it's great.
How do you get up to 2,500 though? It's just hard for me to believe that in Del Cerro there's 2,500 high schoolers. Is there really that many?
Well, it's 2,450, but close enough. And we don't want to lose anybody. Originally, when the school opened, I hear there were 3,000 kids, 4,000 kids, and it was only a 3-year school, 10, 11, and 12.
Holy smokes!
So,
wow.
But we've got our share of bungalows, and we find a way to put them in the classrooms. And I think when we go to a new 2-story building, which will have a world language, we call it an international hallway, and a math hallway, that'll be really wonderful. I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, it sounds like you've got a lot of things coming up. There's things in progress right now. The future is bright for
Future is
Patrick
bright,
Henry High School.
and it's going to be a wonderful place for the neighbors to look down and see a beautiful campus that they're nearby.
Yeah, fantastic stuff for the community too, right, Billy?
Absolutely.
That's a good thing.
I'm curious, how long is the different phases going to be?
Well, if everything goes according to plan, phase 1 will be completed by May, and that would be including the Performing Arts Center and all the modernization of the campus. And then phase 2 hopefully will start in the summer. And so the new 2-story building will take a little over a year to build, and then that will eliminate all the bungalows on the campus. And then shortly after that, I think it's 2017, we go into the football field. And then on the docket is a swimming pool. So I'm hopeful that that's going to stay, and we get all of that.
That's great for the community. I mean, it really is, and that's going to build up the recognition of the school and everything.
I think so. It'll be great for the kids.
What do I have to do to get a piece of the AstroTurf? Are you guys going to be hawking that?
Well, no, I think that we just did the field, so that part will stay, but it's the whole entrance. It needs to be ADA, so they'll upgrade all of the way we come in, and we're getting a new Patrick Henry statue, and so we're really excited about changing the look and the feel at Patrick Henry.
Fantastic. And Billy, you have a daughter who goes to Patrick Henry.
Yep.
What's your kind of feedback as a parent? I mean, what is the experience? She's very active, I hear.
Yep, she's in basketball. She's also in a lot of those AP classes. So, she really loves her experience there. And she also talks really highly of the principal because the principal's super hands-on. So that's credit to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic stuff. Now let's talk about the business elements here, right? So the community has made the decisions to, divert the funds to make these changes. We've got a great principal on hand now. Things are really looking up for this area. What is that going to do for homeowners or potential homeowners who are looking to buy in the Del Cerro, San Carlos area?
Well, I think everybody who starts a home search, whether it's in San Diego or wherever it's in the country, they first off think of the school. Where will my children go to school? And so Del Cerro has some fantastic schools. But one of the things that obviously we want our kids to go to a great school and have a great experience, but also the monetary aspect of it, as you brought up, people will see that the housing prices will become more stable. As the schools get more notoriety, have more funding going to them, more people are going to want to come into that school district, and that's going to stabilize the community prices. And then also, when you're talking about resale aspect, so as you're saying that the phases are going on until 2017, maybe even 18. This is talking into 3, 4, 5 years from now that the prices are going to only go up in that area because it's going to attract new folks. Maybe somebody's going to want to come to the performing arts specifically because of what Patrick Henry is offering at that time.
I would think that would be huge because I don't know if there's anything like that in any other high schools around San Diego, but there won't be anything that's as new.
No.
That's for sure. So, I mean, there are a lot of people here. We see, the film school at SDSU does really, really well. They draw people from all over the place to go to that film school. And just Southern California is kind of known as an artsy place. This is where the arts are still alive, if you will, one of the few places in the country. I think that is going to be huge for you guys. So what happens if someone who lives outside of the area wants to come be involved with this new performing arts center? They're going to have to move into the area? Is that how it works?
No, we have a choice process. So in February, if they fill out a choice application, they get in the mix of a lot of other people, and we can only accept so many, but we definitely do accept some people from all over the city if parents want to transport them to Patrick Henry, so they have an option.
They have an option. So it's possible that you can get in. But if you want to make sure of it,
then you should definitely purchase a home in the area because that's a guaranteed entry.
You're going to have to move into the area. I think that's going to be pretty big, Billy.
And a lot of people do that anyway. I mean, there's people who move from one community to another just so that their children can be in the
school of their choice.
Exactly. And I mean, one community, Poway, a lot of people go directly towards that community here in San Diego for that purpose, and they'll cross lines. And so I think the Patrick Henry, what they're doing is only ensuring that we're going to get a lot of folks who are going to be moving into the area.
Yeah, which is great for homeowners because we should see prices at least stabilize. They've been going up for a long time, so they probably continue to do that.
But even in a down market, when you have downward trending prices, those areas that are sought after for the schools and the school districts, they maintain their prices.
And that's exactly what you want, if you're a homeowner in a particular area. It's good news that's going to help stabilize your area even in a down market.
I mean, and that's the reality is that the people will be wanting to move back into it even in a down market.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here. Listy, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. I know you're very busy running the school and you had to take time out of your day, so thank you for being here. Really appreciate that.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to talk about my school and the kids at Patrick Henry. Go Patriots!
There it is.
Awesome.
And Billy, thank you so much for bringing Listy in today. That was a really good idea. And I learned a lot. Hopefully you did too. Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else, commercial free.
recommend you call
Our next
Brian
guest share a
DeVore.
major
Not only is
passion,
Brian a
senior
7-time
advocacy
champion of the real
community
estate
of San
debate,
Diego.
which is a very difficult show to win,
SeniorStayOnGo.com.
but he's one of the smartest
Please
people
welcome
in
my
all
good
of
friend
San Diego
Rodrigo
real
Ball
estate.
and his business
So when it
partner,
comes
Eddie
to
Young.
your